Have you ever felt that your happiness depends entirely on how others treat you? Have you been surprised to change your behavior just to feel acceptance or affection? Living in constant anticipation of approval is like sailing through a storm, with no control over your destiny, always dependent on others' emotional climate. But what if there was a way to regain control of your happiness? Today, we will explore how Stoicism and self-love can free you from this emotional dependency, helping you find serenity and fulfillment within yourself. Block 1. The myth of external happiness. We live convinced that our happiness depends on external factors: praise, recognition, perfect relationships. But the Stoics have been warning us for centuries that this is a dangerous illusion. Epictetus said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of a principle. Some things are under our control, and others are not." Have you ever achieved something you thought would make you happy forever, only to find that the joy quickly faded? This happens because genuine happiness does not come from the outside, but from ongoing internal work. Block 2. Emotional dependence as an addiction. Current science compares emotional dependence to physical addictions. According to psychological studies, when we are emotionally dependent on others, our brain experiences dopamine spikes, creating an addictive cycle similar to chemical substances. The constant need for approval and affection becomes our emotional prison. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking it. As Melody Beattie writes in her book, Codependent No More, we can learn to free our well-being from others' decisions. I highly recommend this book, which you can find in the description below this video. Block 3. The Inner Fortress according to Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, faced constant pressures and judgments, but always maintained his inner calm. In his meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find your strength." Building inner strength means learning to manage our emotions, cultivate inner silence, and clearly define our personal values. Ask yourself today, how solid is my well-being when I am alone? This introspective exercise will reveal a lot about your path to emotional self-sufficiency. Block 4. Self-love. The philosophy of true self-care. The true self-love is not superficial. It goes beyond a relaxing bath or a spa day. It is accepting your full humanity, including your mistakes and vulnerabilities. The author Kristin Neff, in her book Be Kind to Yourself, explains that self-compassion is essential for a healthy emotional life. I invite you to practice self-compassion today. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself for a mistake, talk to yourself as you would with a good friend. You can learn more about this transformative book in the description of this video. Block 5. The Freedom of Detachment. Lessons from Epictetus. Epictetus taught that emotional detachment does not mean indifference, but emotional freedom. By letting go of our expectations about how others should act, we regain our inner power. Epictetus stated, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life." Practice releasing small daily expectations. Observe how you feel when others do not meet what you expect, and gradually learn to find your emotional balance without relying on these external expectations. Authentic happiness is an inner journey, not an external goal. Letting go of dependence on others to be happy may seem challenging at first, but it is a deeply liberating and enriching path. Always remember the poet Khalil Gibran's phrase, "Your joy is your sadness without a mask." Embrace all your humanity, nurture your inner self, and find genuine happiness within yourself. If you want to deepen your understanding of these transformative concepts, check out the recommended resources I left below the video. I invite you to continue exploring your personal path toward a full and self-sufficient life. Thank you for sharing this reflection with me. See you soon. Subscribe for more practical and inspiring wisdom. Would you like to listen to these reflections while commuting, exercising, or relaxing? Find the Live with Wisdom podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And discover resources, ebooks, and exclusive products in our official stores. Links in the description. Thank you for your support. And live with wisdom.